Hello, I'm Dr. Jana Martin, Chief Executive Officer at the Trust. I hope this message finds you well, but for those of you who have been impacted by illness, loss of a loved one, or loss of employment, I truly wish you much comfort and a healthy recovery. The world we're living in has changed since my last message, and we are all affected in some way. The social justice issues that are facing this country are concerning to me and to the Trust Board of Trustees. If you haven't done so already, I encourage you to read our board statement regarding this. You can find it by going to trustinsurance.com and navigating to the Resource Center tab. From there, select Articles. I plan on putting out another CEO message specific to these critical issues and our response in the coming weeks, so please be on the lookout for that. The COVID-19 pandemic has also impacted all of us. The Trust is no exception. Our offices, which are located in Montgomery County, Maryland, have had to make adjustments, and the majority of our staff continues to work remotely. Do I miss seeing everyone? Of course I do. But I know how important it is for us to do our part to protect our community. We also continue to operate in the best interest of our policyholders. If you're practicing telepsychology, I'd like to remind you that the professional liability policy you have with the Trust includes coverage for telehealth services, provided you are in compliance, of course, with the appropriate state practice rules or regulations. Since my last message, we've posted a bunch of new COVID-19 practice resources, including guidance on returning to in-person therapy, along with sample template consent forms you can download. We also recently developed a resource page dedicated to students and early career psychologists. I encourage you to check them out by going to PARMA, P-A-R-M-A .trustinsurance.com and clicking on the Resource Center tab. I take a lot of pride in the Trust's continued involvement in supporting the needs and interests of psychologists in ways that other insurance providers cannot. This includes being endorsed by 46 state psychological associations, the partnerships we've developed with industry service providers like the National Register and Triad Behavioral Health, and the establishment of the Trust's Student and Early Career Psychologist Committee to keep us informed of opportunities, trends, and any other issues affecting ECP careers. We're also working on developing a new segment of our virtual webinar series on cultural competency and cultural humility that we plan to launch in September. In the meantime, we will continue to hold our free virtual risk management roundtables and telehealth community chats every month. If you haven't been able to join us live for those, we've made them available free of charge to our policyholders as on-demand webinars. To access these, please visit parma.trustinsurance.com and navigate to the Workshops and Webinars tab. From there, you'll select Virtual Webinar Series. Another complimentary resource many are taking advantage of during this time is our Advocate 800 program. As a Trust policyholder, this valuable resource connects you to a Trust advocate who's also a psychologist with extensive legal and risk management expertise. This is in stark contrast to the claims expert or non-psychologist professionals that I see offered by other carriers. Plus, because these consultations are by appointment only with us, you'll be certain to get the dedicated attention you deserve. It's also important to point out that the Trust advocates are employed by the Trust as consultants and are not employees of the insurance company. Because our priority is you, these consultations are kept confidential and are not attached to your policy. This firewall of protection means that employees of the insurance company do not know who calls or what a psychologist calls about. Information which, if known, could lead to increased premiums or denial of coverage. A few other things before I close. We've made the tough decision to postpone the upcoming second annual National Practice Conference that was scheduled for November 5 through 7, 2020 in Washington, D.C. While I would dearly love to see you and socialize in person, prudence dictates that we forego that pleasure for the time being. You could say we're practicing good risk management. We are making arrangements to reschedule the conference at the same venue and ask that you block the dates of November through 6, 2021 on your calendar. You can also check for updates at www.nationalpracticeconference.org. For those of you who couldn't join us last year for our inaugural event, we are working on making those informative sessions available for CE credits. I'll be sure to let you know when those are posted. Also, the next free issue of the Trust Advisor is now available. This quarter, we focus on practicing in the midst of COVID-19 and the importance of practicing self-care. To download your copy, please visit Trust Parma's website at parma.trustinsurance.com and navigate to the tab called Resource Center, where you'll select Newsletter. Thank you for your dedication to our profession as a first responder. How you are is important to me, so I wish you good care from others and from within. I promise we will keep caring and working on your behalf. Many thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Please stay safe.